Okay, when we fire this thing up, the router, the way I've got it set up on the back side of the workpiece, is going to throw all of the chips down to the headstock end of the setup. What I've got here is just a piece of cardboard set up here to catch the chips. You know, if you put a dust collector down at the end by the headstock and a stop down there, then you know you can just run everything right into the dust collector and you don't have a big mess in the shop. Okay, so now when this starts, it'll make a little bit of noise, so I doubt if you'll be able to hear anything but the motors running. Okay, I just turned the router off so I could talk a little bit. You'll notice that after the router moved down, the carriage assembly moved down to within, maybe the last 8 or 10 inches, that it really wasn't cutting anything. That's because the workpiece that I'm working with it was cut in a straight conical taper, and since I'm putting a compound taper on it here, it only cuts down part way, and then it'll work out. Then you let it rest, then you take another cut, and so on and so forth. So that's the reason why it's cutting that way. And I'm letting this run all the way through so that you can see that on the back, on the trip back, it isn't cutting anything. It's just coming back, and it will position itself in the proper position to make a second pass. All you have to do is zero out the computer part position and hit the start button, and it'll make another pass. Try to keep it simple. Okay, I want to give you a look at the shaft after making a cut like that, and I'm going to try to zoom in so that you can see the finish that we get here. Sorry about my camera work. You can see it's extremely smooth. Makes a nice clean cut with this particular cutter. I get this cutter from Joe down at Q Companions. It's a 6-wing small diameter cutter that he sells. But the secret is to get the feed rate, the spindle speed of the headstock, and the router speed all at the right settings, and you'll get a nice smooth finish. It doesn't hardly even need sanding. Of course it needs sanding, but I mean, it's a nice smooth finish. You can see what it looks like.